So Secure Shell is another application, and SSH server is also enabled. As you can see, we had enabled it. Now, when we enable it, SSH, if you remember, how do we start up with SSH? Okay. Now on Windows, I need to have a client, SSH client. How do I start up? I have a PuTTY. PuTTY is the one which helps me to SSH. In PuTTY, I need to write here. I need to say what is the IP address that I need to ping. Let me say I want to ping to 192.168.3.100. This is the IP address that I want to talk to. Now I just need to say SSH. Now SSH is generally on port number 22 or 23. Let's try 22 and then we'll try 23. Okay, we'll just try it for 20. We want to do an SSH. Okay, I'll just open it. The minute I say open, oh yes, it is 22. It's right. So I'm going to say over here, it's going to be saying, okay, the server's host key is not cached in the registry. You have no guarantee that the server is a computer you think it is. Okay, boss, I think I know this is my server. If you trust, then say yes. If you do not trust, click cancel. Yes, boss, I trust. Yes. So login as I need to say Pi is the user. Enter. I'm going to write Raspberry, but you will not see it because that's the unique quality of where you cannot see the password. Now, can you see when you logged in? Where did you log in? You have logged in into the command line of the Pi at Raspberry Pi. If you remember, if you want to see the Raspberry Pi, in the Raspberry Pi, there is a terminal. In this terminal, there is something called as Pi at Raspberry Pi. The same thing you can see it when you have logged in using SSH. In SSH, Pi at Raspberry Pi, if I say list files, ls, it will list all the files which are there on your Pi. All these files are there. That is Anaconda, Python.py, desktop, fire sensor, and so on. If you remember, all my programs are stored in IoT Basics, which means I need to change the directory to IoT Basics. Enter. If I list all the files which are there inside this IoT Basics, these were the files that, arithmetic operators, Fibo, blinking, and so on, button input. What is the last one that we did? The last one was PWM. Where is PWM? Pulse width. Oh, pulse width is not here. Pulse width was there directly. I did not store it in IoT Basics. I stored it outside. So if I want to go outside back to your home, I'll write cd ... It goes back. Now if I write ls, okay, pulse width is there. Pulse width.py. I can open it using nano pulse width. This is an editor .py. Okay. I open nano. Oh, see, this is my file which I had written. If you remember, I had written this particular file. So I can, if you want, you can make a change in this. You can make some change. Let me say I want to make a change. Let me say print. I'll put a print statement and say hello. Something like that. And then I need to save it. Saving is Control O. So it says, should I save it? The file name should be the same thing. Yes, no worries. Save it. Should I exit? For exiting, it's Control X. I'll exit out. So I'm back here. Now I need to run this. If I want to run this, I will run it using Python. But because it is Python 3, I will say Python 3 pulsewidth.py. Enter. When I run it, can you see the hello got printed? And at the same time, you cannot see it, but I can see it. The LED at pin number 19 is doing a PWM, which means it's going from low to high and high to low, low to high, high to low. That's constantly happening. So this is how we run things from the command line using Secure Shell, that is SSH. So my main aim was not to show you how to do this or something like that. My main aim was to explain to you what exactly networking client-server model is and how you can access the Raspberry Pi remotely by using the same concept of a client-server model. And then you can access it even more. You can even talk about it even more by doing some code for a client server. Okay, so if you have understood this much of concepts, we can head towards the programming. One last thing that I need for the networking basics, since you require two things, the IP address and the port number, both of them are very important if you want to network. Both of them together is called as a socket. So now when we are going to do networking, what we are going to do is we are going to create sockets. There are two sockets that we are going to create. One is going to be a client socket. Another is going to be a server socket. So there are two sockets, client socket, server socket. So my client socket and my server socket, both of them are going to be used in order to control devices. All right, let's go in a little more detail for in the next video. We will understand how to create client and a server using Python code. Okay, we'll go into the depths of this in the next video.